Blessing, explain to me why fucking Memphis is not in like top 15.
Hmm?
Memphis.
I can't do that.
Like Memphis should be above you
How?
in top 25.
How?
They're 5-1. You're 4-2.
I'm 5.
Like they should be above me.
Is it CPU?
I don't think so. Let me look.
It's not ranked. But I think it also does strength of schedule.
Yeah, they are CPU.
Like, theoretically, I should be above LSU because I beat LSU. It's whatever the point system means.
Yeah.
It's like why Georgia's number 1.
Spence would be number 1, wouldn't he? Damn, I'm hungry as fuck.
Some food, fuck nigga.
I'm fixed too funny.
Alright. You know what? I need game audio, so I have to do something real quick. It's really annoying that I have to do this, but college is stupid. So.
What is it?
Hold on. Let's see, I might have to switch you guys over. Yeah, the Call of Duty game. Okay. Might have to turn y'all down for a second. Yeah, I'm just fixing some of my sound settings. I'll be here in a second.
Oh.
Alright. Hold on, I might have to restart my game. Yep, restart my game really quick. Yeah, this is a big game.
It's in the game.
Let's see it. We got audio, we got game audio, we're good to go, boys. This is going to be a Penn State Whiteout game, Michigan, Penn State.
It was supposed to be a whiteout game against fucking Oregon, but it wasn't.
Yeah, I know.
I'll do it before you shot.
What'd you swap it to, Sim?
What's that? 5 deep, 5 safe side, 5 bags.
4-2-5 bag.
Welcome to storied Beaver Stadium in State College, Pennsylvania. This is one of those benchmark opportunities for both teams, a mid-season top 10 showdown. It's the Michigan Wolverines and the Penn State Nittany Lions. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Checking in with the Michigan head coach pregame. One of the points coach made in the locker room before the team is that this is a separation game. He understands that both teams are undefeated in conference play, and whoever comes out victorious today can separate and make some noise. It is going to be challenging because it is a hostile environment, so he said we've got to be sharp, communicate, and beat our best at the line of scrimmage, establish the tone with physicality, and throw that first knockout punch. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. The Nittany Lions will kick off first, and here we go. And the game is underway with a kickoff out of bounds. Not the way you drew it up, but a great break for this offense. Defense loves to show heat and try to confuse the quarterback. They'll leave it with the lone back. Gets the ball up to the 50-yard line, and it'll be first down.
What a nice run there. And from the beginning of time, Michigan football has been synonymous with running the football. You can think back to Tyrone Wheatley, Anthony Thomas, Chris Perry, Hassan Haskins. Big physical runners that also had sprinter speed, and that could change the game. This dude right here, every time he has the football, he has the ability to go the distance, and that's what makes this Michigan offense so dangerous.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Looking for a crease. It's Marshall. Runs through a tackle. Open space at the 25. Touchdown, Wolverines! He shed tackles like a snake getting rid of his skin.
And it's the game-breaking speed you see right there. He takes it all the way to the house. It's that speed. That's the reason why a lot of people thought if he had declared for the NFL draft, he would have been playing on Sundays now. There's just not a lot of running backs in college football that can run like this guy.
And it's so nice to have that guy back. Like to keep that guy on your roster, it's like recruiting the best player in the country, right? You got one of the best backs. To be able to keep that guy on your roster was the big offseason coup. Like you mentioned, the NFL can also transfer, can go make money elsewhere. To keep him on the roster, and he shows you why. This guy is the catalyst, one of the best in the country at his spot.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll start on the ground with people. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
Yeah, I'm so impressed watching this guy run the football. And I'll tell you, I think Joe Paterno would have loved this guy in his offense too. His teams always prided themselves on being able to run the football, right? Be more physical than the opponent. This guy has the ability to just wear defenses down. So
room. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Penn State.
And that is exactly what they wanted to see. They talked about bolstering their speed at the running back spot. They said this guy could do it. And you get a good glimpse of it early in this football game. Palmer, there's one thing to talk about speed. It's another thing to talk about speed. And that guy takes off, erases some angles, and makes the big play early.
It's so true, David. There's so many really good running backs in the country that can make people miss, but when we see them get into the second level, they always get caught. This guy is a little bit different. And now if you're on defense, that's a big alert. You know, hey, if we don't tackle him, if linebackers miss him, if safeties miss him, and this guy gets in the second level, he is taking it to the house. There's a lot of pressure now in this defense to tackle.
Wolverines offense heads out, ready to go on the attack. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Here's Underwood to throw. Pulls it in. It's Henson. Man, what a matchup. The stakes are really high. Both teams in the top 10, playoff positioning, all the things that go with a midseason showdown, guys.
And these are just fun for us because we got a little bit more juice, too, because both teams in playoff contention, both teams high aspirations, a big showdown, a big prove-it game, Palmer, for both these squads.
And it's been fun because these two teams seem to be revving up right at the right moment. They've gotten better and better as the weeks have progressed, and now we've got this major clash, head-to-head in front of the entire country, all eyes watching.
Here comes the noise from this big crowd in Happy Valley on third down. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. And the Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. Running back searching for a hole.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Fires into traffic, picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. He's out. They finally get him down, but a huge return. Not only do they get the ball back, but man, did they set up some field position.
And this is how the wind can really affect a game. It's not just for kickers, but quarterbacks as well.
Yep.
On that last throw, guys, it looked to me like he was throwing it into the wind, and that definitely affected the velocity of the throw. It also affected the accuracy, and that's what caused the interception.
The huge explosive play put them right on the doorstep, and now they've got to punch it in. Here's Peoples. Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on second.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's second and goal. Let it go. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. Right on the money, and he makes the grab in the end zone.
And I think this is really the separators in good offense and great offense. Can you throw the football inside the 5-yard line with the tight windows? He can. Nice strike, nice catch, nice execution.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone.
Is there like crazy wind right now?
Looks like a penalty on the kickoff as the ball goes out of bounds. The hand to the running back. Got enough for the first. On the move is the 30. Oh, a lot of space. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
Extra point here will tie the game. And they tacked on the extra point. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. 1 snap, and you've got a touchdown on the board. This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. To throw, it's Beck. Finds his tight end. Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything, get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Here's a give to Peoples. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
Here we go. Ready? 22. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the pass falls incomplete, and we are through 1 quarter. We've got a good one going here, and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the 2nd. The Nittany Lions will send out the punt unit. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Sends his first one of the day on the way, and we didn't see much of him in that victory last week, just called on 1 time. The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarmed him under for no gain. The Michigan offense heads out to get this drive started. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it, and trying to complement the defense's good work by taking the lead. Turning it on! 10 to the house. Touchdown, Michigan. An impressive run from the back. Gets him 6 points, good drink of water, and maybe a little oxygen.
He definitely needs some oxygen after that long run, but it looks simple, right? Just hand the ball off, but when you can make big plays like this in the run game, man, does it make offense fun.
And a special teams miscue as the kickoff goes out of bounds. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Handoff, Peoples running left.
I'm not going to get anything.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Guys, let's think big picture for a minute and talk about Penn State. If they seeded the playoff today, these guys are in, but we know they're not content with that. They want so much more, David.
They do, and this squad has been building and trying to get to the point where they can get to the playoff and be a national champion, and right now they're in the mix, which is really, really good halfway through the season. A lot of work still to be done, Palmer.
Yeah, this coaching staff really at this point is just trying to keep this team focused as a top 10 team halfway through the year. It's about attention to detail, and that's got to show up in this one today.
They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. Quarterback making adjustments. To the air, it's Beck. Throws to the wideout. On target to the left.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
And the Nittany Lions will snap it on 1st and 10. He goes right back to the air. There's the pressure. They get to him as he throws. Oh, and it's a pick. He threw it right into the double coverage. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Then that last drive, if you want to call it that, was efficient. One big run for a score, David. See if they can do it again.
Yeah, and I find it hard-pressed they're not going to give it right back to him. You break that long of a run, get a touchdown, Jesse, I'm assuming he's going to touch it again.
You're absolutely right, David. Everybody in the stadium, I think, is expecting him to get it again, too. Big-time players make big plays in big games. Let's see what he can do here.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. That's caught. It's Hansen. And the defense drags him down.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
These old girders are rocking on 3rd down here at Beaver Stadium. Underwood trying to cut through the noise. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. So they were getting up against the play clock, and they don't want the penalty. They'll take the timeout here. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the 1st half. The Wolverines will go for it here on 4th down. Underwood to throw for it on 4th. It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop.
Well, they're unable to come up with that one on 4th down. And I remember this as a player. You practice specific plays on 4th down for those types of situations. And you know all week against the scout team, they've gotten really clean looks, easy to execute against. They didn't get a clean look that time. So you chalk it up to the defense and take note of it next time.
There's a crease. He's up to 90 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. And the Nittany Lions move the change with some signature hard-nosed running.
Some Big Ten physicality, some Big Ten running the football. Gotta have it. Gotta start with that when you're in the Big Ten and when you're at Penn State.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
And I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again, get it to their running back, try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Might be calling a hot route. Back to pass, it's Beck. Zings it complete to the right. Oh, he's got some space. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the 1st down.
And And that's why, as a former quarterback, man, I love these drag routes, because if you get the right coverage and it's man-to-man and someone gets picked or can't keep up with your receiver, you just put it out nicely in front of them, they're going to make the catch, and they're going to take it a long way. Really great execution. Nice job by the receiver creating separation, and beautiful throw out in front of the target.
Just on the edge of the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 21. Going to try the outside. He'll be brought down inside the 10-yard line at the 9.
Really good decision-making by the quarterback. Don't get greedy. Yes, I can make reads, and I can pull it, and I can throw it all over the yard. If I can take 10-plus yards and continue to do that and continue to be smart with my decision-making, this offense is going to be very difficult to stop.
And now a chance to pull even as we get late here in the first half. They'll run it with James Peoples. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given him some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Motion from the wide receiver. Now the play fake. Under fire. He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved a touchdown, at least for now.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy, because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
Here's Peoples. And he's in. Touchdown, Penn State.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in and week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's shown it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And the extra point splits the uprights. That drive covered 57 yards for the touchdown and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Fielded in the end zone. It's Chambers. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Motion from the wideout. Underwood. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, 2nd down coming. Back to throw, it's Underwood. Unloads to the wideout. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. They've got him pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Here's Underwood. Unloads to the right. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Got him down quickly after the pick, but man, do you have to take care of the ball down here, and they didn't. They'll mark it at the 27.
And I love this defense defense being ready at the end of the half, playing the 2-minute situation beautifully, forcing the turnover here now, a chance to break this tie, get some points. Nice execution by this defense late in the first half.
They'll run the option. Powers through the defender.
Get in there!
Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Penn State.
And this offense showing off a little diversity, right? Like being able to run that option a different way, get a receiver that can catch the ball on the pitch, confuse the defense enough to create enough opportunity for the QB to keep it and punch it in the end zone.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. They'll move the wide receiver. Throwing, Underwood. Quickly complete. There he goes. They bring him down, but not before he gets a first down at the 35.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Forced out of the pocket. Fires to the wideout. He's open to the right. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Guys, it is my pleasure to welcome everyone into the Week 7 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with the Ole Miss Rebels taking on the number 13 team, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. And it's Ole Miss with a gritty victory away from home. This team prepared well all week, and they'll enjoy the fruits of their labor. This team is now red hot, 3 consecutive victories, and one of the most convincing offensive showings we've seen in a long time.
Oh, he's got a chance.
Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
He's piled up 112 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. On the ground, it's Martin. Here's a little room there. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Wide receiver comes in motion. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
Looking downfield, it's Beck. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. He's got it. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
And that's a huge third down conversion by the offense there. It's third and
only
long.
like
You've got to
73
lead,
feet.
not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
To the air on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wide receiver going in motion. Second down, they'll go to the air. Flips it out on the screen.
Whoop. Got him.
Touchdown, Nittany Lions. Once he got a step, it was all over.
Put your foot in the ground and get outfield, boy.
Yeah, that's a nice job selling it by the offense, dropping back, making it look like it's pass. Running back slipping out of the backfield, throwing him the football, getting a dynamic playmaker in space, and he says, I got this, I'll do the rest, and gets the touchdown.
That might be overdoing it, keeping it away from the return man as the kickoff goes out of bounds. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Underwood on the play action. Throws to the wideout.
Oh, my God. There's no way.
Breaks a tackle, and he might go. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. Making great decisions. That's what all of the legendary Michigan quarterbacks have done. John Navarre, Elvis Gerbach, and the guy, can't remember, drafted in the 6th round by the Patriots.
Yeah, that guy, what was his name? Tom Brady? Yeah, I think that's his name. Yeah, he was pretty good, too. But when you think about Michigan, you don't always think about the quarterbacks, and you don't always think about airing it out. But again, if you want to be a great college football team nowadays, you better be able to throw that pigskin.
How nice is it as a play caller when you've got a running back as good as this guy, right? I mean, you can just dial up conservative run calls. Nothing has to be too tricky, too fancy. You just know he's going to go make good things happen. Even when it's not blocked properly, he is still finding ways to rip off long runs. This guy now has over 150 yards rushing in the game. Doesn't look like he's slowing down, guys.
Not much there on the run. He gets one to the 31.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Bryce Underwood from the gun on third down. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass.
Third and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
They'll run for it. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
4th and 1, I got to know my situation. I got to know I can't mess around as a running back. I got to get through the hole, make the first down. No matter what, if I got to run somebody over, I'm running straight downhill, straight for those sticks, making sure I get that first down.
Right on the money. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
That receiver found the open space in the zone coverage, and as a defense, honestly, you just throw your hands up on that because they covered it pretty well. It was just a good play call and really nice execution.
And the Wolverines go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Here's Underwood to throw.
No way.
Using the quick game. Touchdown, Michigan! A great catch and run for 6. Lining up for the PAT. They tack on the extra point, and they're down a touchdown, 35-28. So that's a 60-yard touchdown drive. And they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Motion from the wide receiver. Jet sweep headed to the edge. Turning it on. He's at the 40. The 20. He is in. Touchdown, Penn State.
I know coming into this game, this defense was worried about this guy catching the ball over their heads and behind them, but they weren't anticipating the jet sweep. When they see him outside wide like that, everybody starts shaking because he is so difficult to tackle. He puts on the jets, and he takes that long jet sweep to the house.
I stopped. Wait. If I get this, my
From
ball.
inside his own 10,
That's my
let's
ball.
see what he gets.
That's my ball. He didn't recover the ball. It never went out of bounds. That's crazy. Bro, I haven't done that since like 10
minutes. We got to start a drive with a first and goal.
No, I let go because it was going to go out of bounds. And he moved his guy.
From the red zone, it's Wallace. He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on first and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They go right back to this guy on second and goal. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Penn State. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
I don't know. About to win. All right, we're in. No, he means it on purpose.
I don't know if the defense will appreciate having to defend a short field from the start after that penalty. One final play before the end of the quarter. They're going to run it to the right. Nice move there. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. We can only imagine more fireworks ahead here in the fourth. They go back to work in the final period of this one. They're going to ride this running back.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. They've got the screen set up. Crosses the 30, he's got away. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
And that's a nice job by the offense, man. I love when offenses can go 5 wide, spread the formation, find the matchup they want. This time, it's the running back turned wide receiver. They get him the football, and he does the rest and gets up there. Nice job spreading the formation and really making the defense make a decision.
Gets it out fast. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
And the offense here dialed up a really good zone beater. Give credit to the offensive coordinator. He called the right play at the right time.
The Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. Play fake, Underwood. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan! Lining up to add another. Bangs it through for an extra point. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive.
Look at the ball back there.
And they close the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown.
Oh, look here.
Ball will be placed at the 40 after that kick out of bounds.
First down. God damn, he's moving the right side.
They're going to test that run defense to the right here. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
Late in football games, I have a plan. I want to run the football. I want to put my quarterback in great situations if I do throw it. Low risk, keep that clock moving, get a few first downs. And if I get a few first downs with that clock moving, I get the W and get out of here.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. Maybe some room here. Shoved out of bounds after a big gain. They'll mark it at the plus 42.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
The give and tick, 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 tick. Across the 25, he's got room. There he goes. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. They extend this 4th quarter lead, and now they are staring at a 7-game winning streak.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the 2nd level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
But see what he can get done from inside his own 15. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So here comes the Michigan offense. This was certainly not their best effort. I believe this team is much better than it performed today, but they're going to pay the consequences of losing. And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passion, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Using his legs, it's Martin. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. To the air, it's Beck. Unloads to the wideout. Picked off to stop the threat. The sudden change on the turnover, and man, he was looking for running room. Couldn't find that, but they'll have it at the 22.
And we know turnover margin is a huge part of winning ball games. Interception number 2, his quarterback has to do a better job taking care of the football. Don't force it. Take the high completion percentage stuff. Don't always try to go for the big play.
I think at this point of the game now in the second half, down by as many points as they are, it's going to be really hard for the offense to sprinkle in the run. They tried it there. It didn't work. I think you got to be thinking about the passing game now and start trying to identify playmakers out on the perimeter of the field that can get you back in this game.
Here comes the heat. They're working that left side, and they're able to get him on the ground.
Man, that is so much easier said than done. To be a linebacker and have to play the run and then break on the running back and then tackle him in open space, like you've got to be a really, really good athlete. It started with his eyes, seeing the running back creep out to the flat, breaking on it, and then being physical for the tackle.
That's phenomenal. Any farther in front.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. Underwood, here's the heat. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. Remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Looking for a man, it's Underwood. Fires to the right. And it's his 4th interception of the night.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Yeah, and obviously this offense has had their way getting the huge lead, and now when you know it's a running situation later in the ball games, you're still getting pounded. This defense has to step up at some point and be a lot more physical.
D coordinators down the road that have to play this offense, man, they're going to have nightmares because this unit has so much speed and so much skill at running back, receiver, tight end, and quarterback making good decisions. It is so tough trying to stop them and prevent explosive plays.
He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation.
Thank you.
I bet it was.
Everything was bad about it. I had, you know how many recruits I had coming today?
Everybody.
It locked me out and wouldn't let me send them. like, I have so many recruits in that game. Let's see. $422 on Hawks. 327 on the ground. Holy. I was 8-12. Barely. I think it's 95 passing yards.
No one wants to play fucking Madden 26.
What are you talking about?
Up. Where's this guy at for the mascot matchup?
Damn, I was just fixing to talk.